What's up, guys? Moviegoer848 here. I'm back to talk about David Fincher's fourth film, Fight Club, part of my Fincher marathon, all the way leading up to his new film, Gone Girl. And I know it's a week late, but had a lot of busy stuff to deal with, so I will be seeing it tomorrow. Now, before I get into Fight Club, my inspiration to do this marathon comes from a fellow YouTuber named Chris Stuckmann. He says to be a huge David Fincher fan. He's one of his favorite directors, and I can totally see. And David Fincher, he's personally he's a director I hugely admire for his different style. It's very, what's the word? Very. He differentiates from very other mainstream films. Like he's like one of the best director doing mainstream films, but having very unique stylistic merit. So he did like me, excluding Alien 3, and I don't want to be plagiarizing anything. He was the first to do this, and I'm here to confirm that his marathon, his videos about these David Fincher films inspired me to do this as well. So thank you, Mr. Stuckmann. Now I'm going to get into David Fincher's fourth film, Fight Club. Very awesome 1999 film starring Brad Pitt and Edward Norton, and in their best performances, Brad Pitt, one of his best. I'm tied between one of his best or probably his best, but Edward Norton, I think he's at his best in this movie. And what this movie is about is some office worker. His life is going nowhere. He's a huge insomniac, and nothing really exciting going on in his life, but one day he decides to go to these sessions for people who have cancer in their private parts. So he's in these sessions, and he then comes to a guy with literally boobs, played by the one and only Loaf, and there's a lot of people. I thought this was a great satire where we always see these people at these sessions, they're always crying a lot, and Edward Norton's unnamed character is looking for people to cry with, and especially faking that he has this cancer, so he could feel better, crying with these other victims, especially Loaf character. So he gets a kick out of it, and then comes this character named Marla, played by Helena Carter. And she also, like Edward Norton, pretends to be a victim of cancer, and looks to cry with other people, to get a kick out of it. I think those would be my words best described: to get a kick out of it, and have a better life. So Edward Norton sees this, and that this Marla woman is like him, and he's like, no, can't be together like that. So he's having some problems with that. Then he's taking a flight. He's also some kind of businessman. He's on a flight, and he's next to the Brad Pitt character named Tyler Durden, and he's a soap salesman. Yeah, this movie is really funny, and trust me, that was a real laugh right there. Soap salesman, kind of absurd. Anyways, he meets them on the plane, and they befriend each other. Edward Norton, like, he's on the plane, coming back home. So then he takes a taxi and he comes back to his place, and he sees that his place is destroyed. So then he goes with this Tyler character to stay at his place, and they have like some fight outside a bar, and that motivates them to develop this fight club where like people just beat each other to a pulp, just to feel better, be recreation is the word I was trying to remember. So it was like with the sessions, all recreational, and like with these with this fight club about being recreational. So started to get a kick out of it, and then Edward Norton's character, he's moving along with this with Tyler, and then things start to get crazy in the end. I will not spoil. You'll have to see the rest of the craziness and the insanity. Better word is best to describe all the nuts stuff that goes down. Especially stuff that cannot be spoiled. So Fight Club. The first time I saw it was actually a few days ago. Now you can't get on me because you could have every right to get on me. If I've never seen it, you're like, what's wrong with you? What have you been doing all these years? Well, so a lot of movies, but I'm so glad that I took the time to see this. Especially a friend of mine get assigned it as homework. Oh dude, you have to watch Fight Club. So I saw it, and what a rush this movie was. Especially the visuals used at this time, very groundbreaking. David Fincher, he's such an expert perfectionist with visual effects. I don't think anything looks terrible, and although the way the movie was beginning was kind of odd for me, then when we see Edward Norton and Brad Pitt develop their camaraderie and all their Fight Club craziness, that's where things started to get great, and I was loving every second of it. So I really got hooked on it. So of course, Fight Club's a masterpiece. Everything's really, really great. That definitely deserved to be picked as one of the greatest lines ever. Rule number 1, you do not speak about Fight Club. Rule number 2, you do not speak about Fight Club. Yeah, great deliverance by Mr. Pitt. So, and especially I absolutely loved the writing in this movie. Kind of like Tarantino-ish, but of course it doesn't have anything to do with Quentin Tarantino, but it's really well written in the book by Chuck Paluhniak. The script was great, the direction, the cinematography by Jeff Cronenweth, who would go on to work with Fincher as cinematographer with The Social Network, Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and his new movie Gone Girl. I felt this was a groundbreaking movie, absolutely different, and a lot of great statements and commentary. I feel like there were a lot of moments in this movie where it was anti-corporate and anti-advertising. I think that was a great approach, and I really give props to Fincher for making this new kind of movie. at the time its release. Yeah, this is one of the greatest movies ever made. It's terrible that when it first came out that it was considered a failure, but with DVD sales, rentals, I think, and then like cult status, it's absolute classic and really misunderstood how brilliant this movie is. So I'm glad that it's been recognized as a really great movie. So I give Fight Club a 4.9 out of 5. It's really magnificent, and would like to see it again, and probably will give it a 5 after the second time I see it. So hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back for Panic Room soon. Bye.